Want to check in with Cindy Fitzgibbon now? Time to do a little gardening.
That is right, Gene. In fact, we are out here in our beautiful garden on the weather patio, and we've got this great space out here. But maybe in your yard, you don't have a designated space for a garden, or you don't want to commit to one. We have this morning some great tips for you on container gardening. Take a look. Well, if you are limited on space, we have a lot of options for you today. Peter Mezitt from Weston Nurseries in Hopkinton, you came here to our weather patio today.
I did, and I brought some containers with me.
Okay.
Container gardening is really big these days, Cindy, as you know. And I want to talk about the different types. And the first thing people want to know is, can I leave the container outside in the New England climate?
Right, year-round, because you don't want to bring it in the winter.
Yes, and a lot of containers will have frost proof on there. That doesn't mean anything. That means it can handle a little bit of frost. These are all-season containers, 3 different types. This is cast stone. This is cast iron. Both of these are heavy.
Heavy, and this one, oh wait,
light.
it's not heavy at all.
That's polyethylene.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know, there's certain pluses and minuses to each. Obviously, the weight on this,
right,
and the colors, and the fact that it usually comes with a 10-year warranty that it won't fade. That's all good stuff. These guys right here, people love to use them on the front steps. This is your classic New England cast iron black, and the black will rust out over time, but you can always keep it black with linoleum.
Excellent.
Linoleum. Rust-oleum paint.
Either one.
Either one.
That's all right.
And so those 3 are good for 4 seasons in New England.
Right, and these will crack, right?
These will, you want to make sure that you bring these inside in the wintertime, but people love them anyway. It's just your basic Terra Cotta, which comes in many thicknesses. You want to try to get a thicker one. And then your glazed is essentially painted terracotta. Right. Heated up right on there.
But you do want to bring these in because they will crack. Now this one is quite large, and you say there's kind of ways to get around large containers, right?
Right. There's ways to do it where you don't have to fill it all up and make it even heavier by putting these are called pot risers, and you just insert it in the bottom here, and then you don't have to fill the whole thing up with soil.
Right, and we have that beautiful one over there in the weather patio garden that is quite tall, and it's the same sort of trick, right? Because clearly you're not filling up that whole thing.
Right, we use that.
Yeah, perfect.
These are the other little secret right here. So just in case you're worried about cracking, these are called pot risers, and you put these underneath, and it keeps it about 1 inch or ½ inch off the ground so the water drains, so it's better for the plants as well.
Perfect. You say something called vertical gardening?
Oh yeah, this is kind of the last 5 years. Vertical gardening's just really taken off. These are called woolly pockets, and you actually fasten them right into wood or concrete. Inside or outside the house, doesn't matter. And you put your plants and soil right in there and water it, and the plants just take over so you don't even see this.
That is so neat, and this all gets covered up, and it's just you have this little garden on the wall.
Yeah, you put them back to back, stack them, you have a whole wall.
That's great. That's
really
great.
Fancy.
Don't forget to feed them.
Don't forget your fertilizer. Annuals love to be fertilized.
So Peter, you say whatever size container you choose, there are some rules of thumb.
Right, you want your tall thrillers, usually in the middle or in the back if it's against the wall.
Thrillers.
Thrillers, and then your fillers go around the edge.
Fillers.
And then your spillers go over the edge.
Fillers.
So it's,
Got it.
Thrillers, fillers, spillers.
Fillers, excellent.
Basic rule. And then you just want to make sure you got the right plants for sun or shade. This one can be part shade right here. And you want to cram them in.
Yeah, this is stuffed to the brim, but that is the way to go, you said.
That's the way to go, and they just fill in and they compete with each other and they look natural after a while.
And this is a more traditional one, but this...
And this is a full sun succulent garden.
Beautiful.
Same concept there. Watering, maybe every day, and if it's in the shade, every other day.
This will be great on the deck in the summer, but you can bring this in right in the winter too,
You can bring that in the wintertime.
As long as it's got the sunshine. Peter, I feel like I'm very knowledgeable about container gardening now, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Peter is full of information. Did you get that? The thriller, the filler, and the spiller. Makes sense, doesn't it?